Spend Elon Musk's fortune. See, you don't need the fortune. You just need to pretend. Get whatever you want. It'll be fine. Rivian reverses price hike for R1T and R1S pre-orders following backlash. So we talked about this yesterday, how people were complaining. Rivian just came out of nowhere, and they were like, yeah, we're going to have to raise the prices on both of our vehicles. More so actually on the SUV than the truck. They're like, yeah, we have to raise the prices, and it doesn't really matter if you had a pre-order already at a previous price. You're going to have to pay this new one. We're going to need that extra cash. And people freaked out. We had highlighted a few people on Twitter that had said, well, you know what? Screw off. You broke my trust. I'm going to cancel my order. Well, it seems that has had an impact. I saw John Rettinger tweeting about it. He said he thinks like 50% of people canceled their order or something because they very quickly did a turnaround and said, oh, yeah, that's our mistake. We're not actually going to charge you more. You already had a pre-order. Are you crazy? We're going to honor the original price. Let's get those orders going for you. Let's just pick up where we left off. And then those people are like, well, why do we have to do all that in the first place? Why do we have to? Company chief R.J. Scaringe said the higher prices broke the trust of customers and that the automaker didn't properly communicate the reasons for the hikes. While the new prices were meant to reflect higher manufacturing costs, hence maintaining prices for new buyers, Rivian wrongly applied those increases to existing customers, according to Scaringe. It also incorrectly presumed customers wouldn't mind buying the lower-end dual motor and standard battery models if the quad motor option was suddenly too expensive. You know what's weird about this is it's like, we all know the truth. The truth is you thought you could get away with it, which is fine.
Yeah.
Which is fine. It's a business move.
Well,
it's
not fine, but...
No, it's fine, Mo.
I don't think it's fine.
It's absolutely fine.
I think if I made an agreement with you...
You misunderstand. Yeah. You misunderstand me. What I mean by it's fine is if that's your tactic and you think your fans love your thing enough...
Oh, yes. If it works for you, then it works for you.
Yeah, and if there's a scarcity aspect or something, like you gave it a shot. You had your costs went up and you were like, hey, maybe we can just pass it on to the customer. It's like, all right, business, trial and error. You took a crack. You failed. It didn't work. It hurt too much. Bezos picked up the phone. He's like, what are you guys doing over there? I got all these tweets now. What am I invested in here? You're turning up the... If it doesn't become an issue, if everybody doesn't cancel and goes for it, we're living in a different world right now.
Absolutely.
An alternate reality.
Yeah.
But that's not what happened. But then you get these statements that are like, we were really surprised that people wouldn't just downgrade to the other model for the same price. It's like, no, you weren't. You imagined, you probably did a cost benefit analysis. You knew everything. So I'm just saying, like, it'd be cool if they just came out and said, look, we thought most people wouldn't mind. You guys really minded.
Minded, yeah.
We're backtracking. We care that you mind because ultimately you're our customers and it's your vote that counts. And you guys just voted that you do not want to do this thing. And we are idiots for thinking that we could do this thing.
Just being real.
Well, I don't know, man. It's just like, it's for sure those calculations took place. For sure they discussed the possibility that people were going to be pissed.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
They just probably assumed it would be a much smaller number.
Smaller noise, whatever it might be. But I don't know. What am I talking about? There's too many lawyers.
There's also, I can't imagine Rivian's going to be a profitable company for a long time.
Oh, God, yeah. Right? Yeah. So. The price angered more than a few customers. Quad motor buyers face prices between $12,000 to $20,000 above what they'd expected. Some accused Rivian of bait and switch tactics, while others threatened to cancel orders in response. Tesla, a key competitor, has historically honored pre-order prices. No, I mean, obviously...
That's the better choice.
No, obviously we know which is more likely to be the better move, right? We know that. But what I'm trying to say is if you had better transparency with the companies that you interact with and the companies themselves had better transparency, they could just say, yeah, screwed up. We screwed up. Yeah. We did it. We misread the room.
But it's always money that really irks customers.
Right.
Like the money change. If it's like a feature that gets dropped, it's not too bad. But if it's like a direct
Depends on the feature.
money,
I hear
Yeah.
you, man. I hear you. And an example of this is the dealer markup, which we talked about.
yeah,
The dealer markup drives people nuts.
It's crazy.
But at the same time, it's like, let's say you really want a PlayStation and they're all sold out.
I mean, you have a chance.
You
to
pay
get
extra.
it. Yeah,
And
you
so
just
many
pay
people
extra.
did that. Who are those people?
Right.
Right? Those people exist too. And supply and
Become the new
demand.
value of the product.
Supply and demand kicks in, and it's like, do you want to tell those people that they're not allowed? What about graphics cards? And someone really wants one, but they're marked up. It's like, are you telling a person they're evil for paying extra? I mean, you're telling the dealer they're evil for selling it for extra.
Yeah, the dealer, not the production company.
It's
I guess there's a
interesting how
difference.
we place the blame here.
Yeah.
But then you start thinking about supply and demand in general. And like, if there are ever moments where supply is intentionally restricted in order to increase demand, like these are all tools, they're all levers within businesses. Like, what about when companies do drops, right? They go, oh, this thing's going to be available for, like, get it before it's gone.
Right.
And then it's there forever.
Whoa.
What are you looking at right now, Rivian?
25 in past 5 days.
Yeah, it's
I
down.
guess this is the dip here,
Yeah, that must be it.
or maybe over
And
here.
it
Yeah.
seems like the new news
Yeah.
hasn't.
Well, that right there is when Bezos picked up the phone.
Right.
But what I think on a bigger picture, what I'm trying to say is all these companies want your money. They all have a variety of tactics for getting it out of you. Elon will sell you like a $50 whistle
Yeah.
or tequila or something, and everyone's like, it's a little bit of fun. And it's like, well, that's your perception. You could also say it's predatory. You could also say it's worthless. You could also, it all depends on where you line up and how much enjoyment you get out of it. And there's going to be people, I'll tell you this right now, even though Rivian did the right thing here and honored the original pre-order prices, guess what's going to happen when these products ship? Some of those buyers that got it at the earlier price are going to put it on Auto Trader for $20,000 more. And that's really what they were in it for.
And now they can easily because that's what Rivian's new price is.
That's what Rivian's new price is. All those people just got $20,000 in their pocket.
Yeah. Well, more so.
More because they're going to be so limited.
Yeah.
And don't tell me that none of them are going to do it. Some of them will.
Oh, absolutely.
Do you think Rivian knows? They know,
Of course they know.
but they can't say it.
No, you can't call your customers resellers. But like, think about the sneaker business. Think about
Of course.
anything that is limited. Anything that you don't have enough of. NFTs.